Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग। बच्चे जो रह गए उनको आप बोलो जल्दी से ज्वाइन करें क्लास में। वो क्या नीते सर से आप पूछोगे तो शायद वो बता देंगे। हेलो।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके,
Good
मैं
morning,
लेट
sir.
हो गया हूँ, सॉरी फॉर दैट, है ना। नाउ द टॉपिक इज covered it. Now image sampling and quantization. So we know that every system uh, एक मिनट
सर रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन कर दीजिए।
हाँ एक मिनट बेटा, जस्ट एक सेकेंड। Okay, again, sorry for the interrupt. Yeah, strength कम क्यों है? Yes, any student? What is the reason?
सर आप क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर देंगे?
क्लास में स्ट्रेंथ कम क्यों है? So the topic is image sampling and quantization. Am I audible? Student?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there are various ways to acquire images, but our objective in all is the same: to generate digital images from the such data. So we know that we can capture images in different forms, but there is a need to convert the captured images, which are analog in nature, into its digital form, into its corresponding digital form. So the output of the most sensors is a continuous voltage waveform, which I have explained in the previous class, whose amplitude and spatial behavior are related to the physical phenomena being sensed. So the output of any sensor, it is a continuous voltage waveform. So we obtain a waveform which is continuous and it is a voltage waveform. So to create a digital image using this continuous voltage waveform, we need to convert the continuous sensed data into a digital format, or we can say into a digital form. So to convert a captured continuous voltage waveform into a digital format, we require two processes. First one is the sampling, and second is the quantization. So this diagram shows the basic concepts in sampling and quantization. This figure, it is generating a digital image. Now see the first, this one, it is a continuous image. You can see all the edges of this image. It is continuous. Okay. Now this part B, from here and moving or following this curve up to this point B, it is a a scan line from A to B in the continuous image. Now it is used to illustrate the concept of sampling and quantization. Now this third point here, this one, now it is a sampling and quantization process. Now this is the digitizing the coordinate values here, and this shows the digitizing the amplitude values here. So here we have to digitize two values. First is the coordinate and another is the amplitude. Now let's start. This is another example. This was another diagram which is using color to indicate some variations. Like you can see, it is a line, dashed line. Now here you can see for this sampling and quantization process, these are the square. Okay, for the sampling process, and these are the label, quantization label. This dark to this white. Okay, these are the middle one, gray labels. Now these are the final detailed image. So try to understand this step one by one. This figure, first one of this figure, it shows a continuous image f, which we know that f it is a function of x and y. So this figure shows a continuous image f that we want to convert to digital form. So it is our image. Okay, now we have to convert this image into its digital form. So an image may be continuous with respect to the two coordinates x1 and x1 coordinate and y, x coordinate and y coordinates, and also in amplitude. Okay, so we have to digitize, we have to convert the captured image, okay, in for the coordinates as well as the amplitude. So to digitize this analog image, we have to sample the function in both. Okay, first is the coordinates and second is in amplitude. Okay, so it has two coordinates x and y, and it has a function f which represents the amplitude. Okay, this represents the amplitude. So here digitizing the coordinate value is called sampling, and digitizing the amplitude values is called quantization. Okay, so remember these two things, that if you are going to digitize the coordinate values, then you say it the sampling process, otherwise it is a quantization if you are going to digitize the amplitude values. Now see here, the one-dimensional function. Okay, this figure represents the one-dimensional function. It is a plot of amplitude, or we can say it is a plot of intensity level. Okay, it is the plot of amplitude values of this continuous image along a segment which we have taken here from point A to point B. Okay, so suppose I have taken one segment point A to point B, and if we are plotting the amplitude, or we can say the intensity level values for this continuous image, then we will have this type of variation here. Okay, this is the point A and this is the point B, and you can see this type of variations in this here. So the random variations are due to the image noise. Okay, here the random variations are due to the presence of the noise. Now, to sample this function, we take equally spaced sample along the line AB, as shown here. Okay, so this is point A and this is point B. So we want to sample this function. So for this, we take equally spaced samples along the line AB. So move from A to B, or we can say simply divide this complete A line from A to B into equal parts. You can see here, these are the parts. Okay, equal parts. So you can understand it with the help of which you have studied in the analog and digital communication for the sampling. Okay, so if we want to sample this type of function, then we have to we have to divide this complete A to B into equal parts, or we can say equal parts, and each part is equally spaced. The samples are shown as small dark squares, and these squares, small dark squares, are superimposed on this function. This blue square, this second blue square, this third square. Okay, now see, these are the squares. आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं ये स्क्वायर्स? Yes, these squares.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
From A to B, these are represented or imposed on the function. These are the squares, है ना? So the samples are shown as dark squares, and these squares are superimposed on this function. Okay, on this function. Now, and in this function, their discrete, or we can say spatial locations, are indicated by corresponding tick mark in the bottom of figure here. These are the corresponding marks. ओके, इस पार्टिकुलर स्क्वायर के लिए ये मार्क है आपका, इस पार्टिकुलर स्क्वायर के लिए ये मार्क है आपका, इस पार्टिकुलर स्क्वायर के लिए ये मार्क है आपका. ओके, सिमिलरली सिंपल सा है कि यू हैव डिवाइडेड दिस इनटू इक्वल पार्ट्स. ओके, और वी कैन से इक्वल सैंपल्स. नाउ द सेट ऑफ डार्क स्क्वायर्स कंस्टिट्यूट द सैंपल फंक्शन. ओके, तो इस तरीके से आप इसका एक सेट जो बनाते हैं, या आपके पास में जो भी सेट अवेलेबल होता है, so we can define sample function that it is a set of dark squares. Okay, so the set of dark squares, it form a sample function. Now see, in this, the values of the sample still span, or we can say vertically, a continuous range, okay, of intensity values. In order to form a digital function, the intensity values also must be converted or quantized into discrete quantities. Now see here, take here. Now यहाँ यदि आप देखेंगे तो इसका वैल्यू ये है, इसका एम्पलीट्यूड का वैल्यू ये है, इसका एम्पलीट्यूड का वैल्यू ये है, इसका एम्पलीट्यूड जो है इसकी वैल्यू ये है. In this way, है ना? ओके, आपको दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So अब हम सेकंड क्या करेंगे? This represents what? This is the amplitude. Okay, so we have to quantize this amplitude. Suppose आपने क्वांटाइजेशन में इस चीज को स्टडी किया होगा. सपोज इफ द वैल्यू फॉर दिस इज, हम स्टार्ट करते हैं यहाँ से यहाँ तक समझने के लिए. जस्ट इट इज 4 to 10. सपोज इट इज 4.1. नाउ फॉर दिस इट इज 5.7. सपोज 5.2, इट इज 5.2, इट इज 6.1, it is 7.3. Now the corresponding value for this, it is 8.4. For this you take another value, suppose it is 9.7. Okay, so इसका क्वांटाइजेशन करेंगे एम्पलीट्यूड का, तो इसके लिए corresponding value क्या होगी आपकी? Yes, any student in the class for this क्या होगा इसका? 4. For this again 5. For this one 6. For this one 7. For this one 8. And for this one 10. 9.7. Okay, so this is just the way to explain here I want to quantize the amplitude level here. Okay, जो हमारा सिग्नल है उसमें एम्पलीट्यूड है, आपका ये सिग्नल है इस तरीके का। इस सिग्नल को आपने क्या किया है, सबसे पहले इसको सैंपल्ड बना लिए है। ओके, सैंपल्ड मतलब ये आपने इसको क्या कर दिया है, सैम्पलिंग कर दिया है। सैम्पलिंग कर दिया है तो इसके करस्पॉन्डिंग आपने देखा इसका एक एम्पलीट्यूड आएगा इस तरीके से सिग्नल का। ठीक है, डिजिटल में है ना, आएगा इस तरीके से एम्पलीट्यूड। ये आपके सैंपल बन जाएंगे आपके। दीज ऑल सैंपल आर इक्वली स्पेस्ड। सो पहला हमने क्या किया, जो भी हमारा एक सिग्नल है उसको हमने उसकी सैंपलिंग की और दिस है ना कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम। सेकंड हमने जो आपका एम्पलीट्यूड है उसका हम क्वांटाइजेशन करेंगे। क्वांटाइजेशन के लिए ये मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है विद द हेल्प ऑफ एन एग्जांपल। सो वी हैव टू क्वांटाइज इट इन टर्म्स ऑफ दीज क्वांटाइजेशन लेवल्स। ओके, सो हम यदि इमेज की बात करेंगे तो हमारे पास में दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स ब्लैक, ओके, एंड इट रिप्रेजेंट्स व्हाइट, and these middle are the labels. Okay, labels कुछ ही वैल्यू हो सकती है। These are the gray labels between, or we can say these are the gray shadeds between the black and white. Okay, so this black represents the 0 and this white represents the highest value 1 here. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see here, this diagram I have explained it. Okay, so here what is sample function? What is sample function? Suppose it is a sampler, so it will have one output and one input. ठीक है, it is a sampling जो फंक्शन आपको करना है, और ये आपका सैम्पलर है। इसमें जो भी इनपुट आएगा उसको क्या करेगा, इस सैम्पलिंग प्रोसेस इम्प्लीमेंट करने के बाद में उसको क्रिएट करेगा, और यहाँ पर क्या आएगा सिग्नल आपका। व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज सैम्पल्ड सिग्नल। इज दैट क्लियर? आप इनपुट अप्लाई करेंगे सैम्पलर में या सैम्पलिंग प्रोसेस से पास करेंगे, तो आपके पास में जो आउटपुट में सिग्नल आएगा उसको आप बोलेंगे सैम्पल्ड सिग्नल। सो सैंपल सिग्नल्स जो रहेंगे वो आपके ये रहेंगे, तो आप सैंपल सिग्नल्स को क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पर, दीज आर द सेट ऑफ डार्क स्क्वायर्स। ओके, एंड the set of dark squares constitute the sample function here. So this is the complete sample function. Now again I am repeating this sentence. The values of the samples still span or vertical in a continuous range of intensity values, which I have explained here. These are the continuous values again. Now, in order to form a digital function, the intensity values also must be converted or quantized into discrete quantities. The vertical gray bar in the figure, this gray bar, okay, in this figure, this gray bar depicts the intensity scale divided into 8 discrete intervals, okay, ranging from black to white. So this bar indicates the different level of quantization, and it has started from black to white. Okay. Now the vertical tick mark indicates the specific value assigned to each of the 8 intensity level. Okay, यहाँ next diagram में आपको दिखाते हैं. See this one. Okay, so the continuous intensity levels are quantized by assigning one of the 8 values to each sample. आपके पास में 8 सैंपल हैं, 0 ब्लैक से स्टार्ट होगा, 1 व्हाइट पर एंड होगा। ओके, तो जो इसके करस्पॉन्डिंग जो भी आपका करस्पॉन्डिंग एम्पलीट्यूड आएगा उसके लिए जो भी करस्पॉन्डिंग आप वैल्यू असाइन करेंगे फ्रॉम दिस क्वांटाइजेशन लेवल। ओके, सो यू हैव टू असाइन हियर। सो द डिजिटल सैंपल resulting from both sampling and quantization are shown here. This is the figure, okay, which you can see. This is the output of the sampling and quantization process. Now C, starting at the top of the continuous image and carrying out this procedure downward, line by line, produces a two-dimensional digital image. So you have to follow this procedure line by line. Okay, this you have taken for one line. Okay, so you have to take it for all the lines from starting to the ends. Is that clear? This you have to follow this procedure of quantization and sampling. Okay, for all line, in the images line by line. Okay, so that we can produce a two-dimensional digital image. Okay, so the figure which I have shown earlier, in addition to the number of discrete levels used, the accuracy achieved in quantization is highly dependent on the noise content of the sample signal. Are you getting this point? The process of quantization which you are using here, it may be affected by the addition of noise. Okay, so the accuracy achieved in quantization, it is highly dependent on the noise content of the sample signal. इसमें किसी को डाउट है या इस चीज को मैं क्लियर करूं? इसको एग्जांपल लेते हैं. Suppose this is the value for this we have assigned 5 because earlier the value for this one, not this one, take another value. Okay, this one 8.41. आप देख रहे हैं 8.41, 8.45. So for this 8.45 you have assigned here 8. Okay, but because of the addition of noise, suppose this is your signal, but here some noise has been added. Okay, जो आप देख रहे हैं ना इस तरीके से ये नॉइज ऐड हो जाती है. इस नॉइज की वजह से यदि इसका जो एम्पलीट्यूड है वो यदि इंक्रीज हो जाता है और इंक्रीज होने के बाद में उसकी जो लाइन ड्रॉ होती है, एक रिजल्टेंट में ड्रॉ करता हूँ, वो थोड़ा सा उसका एम्पलीट्यूड इस तरीके से बढ़ जाता है. इसका एम्पलीट्यूड यदि बढ़ जाता है तो इस एम्पलीट्यूड के बढ़ने की वजह से यहाँ पर ये जो है सिग्नल, इसका भी एम्पलीट्यूड बढ़ जाएगा. यहाँ पर जब इसका एम्पलीट्यूड यहाँ पर आपका बढ़ेगा तो इस करस्पॉन्डिंग पॉइंट की जो वैल्यू है, इसका जो एम्पलीट्यूड है वो बढ़ जाएगा. तो हो सकता है कि इसकी वैल्यू अब जो है नई वैल्यू जो है बिकॉज ऑफ द एडिशन ऑफ द नॉइज, सपोज ये वैल्यू यदि आपकी 8.6 हो जाती है. ओके, तो कोई स्टूडेंट बताएगा कि इसका करस्पॉन्डिंग जो वैल्यू है वो हम क्या लेंगे इस टाइम. फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट साइड
9, sir.
9, sir. 9.
So the value here it will be 9. So it means आपका earlier the value was 8. Okay, this is the earlier value because of the addition of noise. Because of the addition of noise in the signal, you are getting increased amplitude, and the corresponding quantization level it is also increased, or we can say it is 8 to 9 आपके पास में रिसीव होगा. सो जब आपके पास में सपोज इसकी आप बाइनरी में डिकोडिंग करते हैं तो 8 का क्या हो जाएगा 100, दैट क्लियर. 9 का क्या होगा 1001. ओके, सो आपके पास में सिग्नल देखेंगे तो टोटल डिफरेंट हो जाएगा यहाँ पर. सो हम एक्यूरेसी की यदि बात करेंगे, सो द एक्यूरेसी ऑफ क्वांटाइजेशन, it depends on the contents of noise. Okay, सिग्नल में कोई भी नॉइज ऐड हुई है तो उसकी वजह से. इज दैट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, So So the accuracy achieved in digitization process, it is highly dependent on the noise content of the sample signal. Okay. Now next in practice, the method of sampling is determined by the sensor arrangement. Okay. You generated the image. When an image is generated by a single sensing element combined with the mechanical motion as shown in figure earlier, the output of the sensor is quantized in the manner described above. Procedure will be same. However, the spatial sampling is accomplished by selecting the number of individual mechanical increments at which we activate the sensor to collect the Is it visual?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, because of the network connectivity here, the class was interrupted. तो कहाँ थे? So you have, I think, cleared this. The addition of noise may affect the level of quantization. Okay, hence the accuracy of the quantization. Okay, so it may lead some wrong images, है ना? Next, in practice, the method of sampling it is determined by the sensor arrangement used to generate the image. Okay, so when an image is generated by a single sensing element combined with the mechanical motion, the output of the sensor it is quantized in the similar manner as I have described here. However, in this, the special sampling is accomplished by selecting the number of individual mechanical increments at which we activate the sensor to collect the information. Mechanical motion can be very exact, so in principle, there is almost no limit on how fine we can sample an image using this approach. Okay, so you can also achieve this fine. Now the limits on sampling accuracy, it is determined by other factors also, such as quality of the optical components which is used in the system. So we used some optical components which are used in our systems. Okay, used to capture the image. So this sampling accuracy it is also affected by the optical components. Now second, when a sensing strip is used for the image acquisition, the number of sensors in the strips establishes the samples in the resulting image in one direction. And mechanical motion establishes the number of samples in other directions. So this is the case when we are using sensing strip in place of single sensor material. Then after using this type of sensing strip material, we have samples in one direction and mechanical motion establishes of the samples in the other direction. So the quantization of the sensor outputs completes the process of generating a digital image here. When a sensing array is used for image acquisition, no motion is required. So this I have also explained in the earlier classes that if you are using the sensing array in place of earlier single sensor or the sensing strip, then there is no need of motion. There is no need of motion because in case of sensing array systems, all the sensors are arranged in both the direction, in vertical direction as well as in horizontal direction. So the number of sensors in the array, these establishes the limits of sampling in both the directions. Okay, so we can say the limits of sampling it depends on the number of sensors used in the sensing system. So here the quantization of the sensor output is explained above. Now this figure here, see this figure. This figure shows the quantization of the sensors output here. Okay, so this first one which I have also explained earlier, it shows a continuous image projected onto the plane of a 2D sensor. This I have shown. So this diagram shows a continuous image which has been projected on this complete 2D sensor plane, or we can say this is the plane which is made up of arrays, sensor of arrays. Okay, so this plane is a 2D sensor array system. Now this figure B in the SAM, it shows the image after sampling and quantization. Okay, this is the image which we have obtained after passing the input image through a process of sampling and quantization. So this is our output which we have obtained after the sampling and quantization process. So here, the quality of this digital image is determined to a large degree by the number of samples and the discrete intensity levels used in the sampling and quantization process. Okay, is it clear? Now see one example. Suppose if you have an image. Okay, when you increase the or you maximize it, so can you explain the effect? Any student in the class? Astha Goyal. Astha Goyal. Are you able to see the effect on this image?
Yes,
The
sir.
picture quality decreases.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is my image. Okay. If I am here, I am increasing or enlarging it. Then I think in this, I don't know. Are you able to see or not? These are the small squares. दिखाई दे रहा है आपको ये? आप मैं स्टूडेंट को दिखाई दे रहा है? This is the square here. Okay. Now this you can see it is a square. Okay, I am taking
No, sir.
another. No, I am taking another image. No, I have to take another image, black and white. Actually, ये जो image का megapixel अब दिखाई दिए कुछ इफेक्ट. Actually, I want to show you these small blocks, or we can say these small squares, which are representing the level of intensity. You can see here in this see this one. This is the black. So you can see you can comment on observing this. Now here this is not pure white but towards white. So these small blocks or small squares represents the level of intensity, or we can say gray levels, we can say. So yes, I think it may help. Yes, इसमें आपको दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think you can understand it in by doing this procedure in your mobile phone. Whenever I have an image, and if I enlarge it, then we will be able to see small squares. Okay. So these small squares represents the pixel value. Okay. Pixel value means the level of intensity. Okay. कि वहाँ पर level of intensity क्या है? Now it is the topic is over. Sampling and quantization is over. Now I will start this topic, representation of the digital image. आप एक digital image को किस तरीके से represent करेंगे? So I will cover this topic in the next class. So just I want to show. Suppose I have image f of x y. but here I will use some different values for coordinate x and y. X may be 0 to m minus 1 and y may be 0 to n minus 1. कोई भी वैल्यू हो सकती है ना। फिर यहाँ पर आप इसको रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे कि आपका इस तरीके से एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट में ये रहेगा, वाई कोऑर्डिनेट में रहेगा, और जब आप इस वैल्यू इसको देखेंगे, सो दिस एफ ऑफ एक्स वाई रिप्रेजेंट्स द वैल्यू और एम्पलीट्यूड। ओके, तो आप इस तरीके से प्रेजेंटेशन हो जाएगा। फिर हम इसको मैट्रिक्स में लाते हैं। दिस आई हैव शोन इन DIP लैब। आपने जब एक इमेज को मैटलैब में लोड किया था तो आपने देखा था उसमें डिफरेंट वेरिएबल्स थे। यहाँ पर दिस इज द पोजीशन f ऑफ 0 0 एंड दिस इज द पोजीशन ऑफ f ऑफ लास्ट वन। सो यू कैन आल्सो फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस pixel. Okay, you can also find there is a function. You can also find, suppose you have an image of 256 by 256, 256 रो है और 256 कॉलम है। तो आप यदि चाहते हैं कि सपोज सेकंड नंबर की रो में फर्स्ट एलिमेंट जो है उसकी पिक्सल वैल्यू क्या होगी, इंटेंसिटी लेवल क्या होगा, या उसमें जो वैल्यू है वो क्या होगी। तो पहला तो ये है कि इन दिस f of 1 0, this 1 represents the x coordinate, then this 0 represents the y coordinate, and in the matrix यहाँ पर जो भी वैल्यू होगी, सपोज यहाँ पर है वो वैल्यू 136, so 136 will be the pixel value, okay, of this image. Okay, is that clear? So it I will cover in the next class. किसी एक इमेज की कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन ले सकते हैं। I will cover it in the next class. किसी स्टूडेंट को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हैं। क्वांटाइजेशन ऑफ एन इमेज। Any student in the class, if you have any type of doubt related to the sampling and quantization of image, then please you may ask. Because in the previous lectures I have covered the procedure how an image is captured. Okay, so what is the next thing? We have to play with the captured image, means we have to do some we have to implement some processes on the captured image, because the captured image, it is analog in nature. Okay, and we are in the digital world right now, so we are processing each and everything in the form of digital data. Okay, it may be signal, it may be image, or it may be other data. So there is a need to convert the captured image into its corresponding digital form. So we have to apply the process sampling and quantization. So here this sampling and quantization, two processes combinedly help to produce or to achieve an input which is digital in nature. Okay, but the nature of the output image or nature of the converted digital image, it also depends on the level of noise. If suppose during the capturing of an image, if there is a effect of noise, if it is more, then the quantization efficiency may be affected, which I have explained here with the help of one example. Okay, so there is a need to remove the noise. There is a need to remove the noise. Okay, आपने देखा होगा जब हम एक फोटोशॉप या स्टूडियो पर जाते हैं, वो हमारी एक इमेज को कैप्चर करते हैं, और जब हमको वो हार्ड कॉपी के फॉर्म में देते हैं तो इमेज को प्रिंट करने के पहले वो उसमें बहुत सारी प्रोसेसेस का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करते हैं. इट आई थिंक most of the students know it very well. Okay, so these things I will cover in the next classes or in the next lectures in this semester. कि आपकी इमेज में यदि कोई नॉइज ऐड हुई है तो आप उसे किस तरीके से डिटेक्ट करेंगे, नॉइज है तो उसका लेवल कितना है, हम नॉइज को रिमूव कैसे कर सकते हैं। तो वी हैव डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स टू रिमूव द नॉइज, okay, or to obtain the image with a better quality. So this is the another topic which I will cover in the next classes. So here this quantization process may be affected if there is a noise or there is an addition of noise in the captured image. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose there is ये इमेज दिखाई दे रही है आपको?
Yes, sir.
अब मान लीजिए दीज आर द फॉगी इमेजेस, है ना। सो इन दिस कंडीशन आपको विजिबिलिटी या इस इमेज को आप देखना चाहते हैं तो आप नहीं देख पा रहे हैं, है ना। और वी कैन से you can any type of story. क्लाउडी अपन टाइप कर सकते हैं, क्लाउडी इमेज। ओके, so if you are capturing your image or the data which you want to process further for your particular application, but during the capturing of that image, if there is a effect of clouds or there is a effect of fog or there is a effect of wind, so it may affect the quality of an image. So we have to remove the effect of these things which we don't want to appear in the output image. Clear है ये?
Yes, sir.
Now last time I am asking again, if any student have any doubt regarding the process of converting an input image into digital image, so you can ask, because it is also an important point. We have to understand sampling, and second thing is quantization. And in a single sentence, you know sampling, it is a discretization, and what is quantization? It is the rounding of your value. Suppose if you have 5.1, so in this after applying procedure of quantization, the value will be 5. In case of 5.9, it will be 6. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So मैं क्लास एंड करता हूँ।
Thank you, sir.
ओके बेटा, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। मजा आ रहा है इस प्रोसेसिंग में या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
यदि
Yes,
कुछ
sir.
लग आपको यदि ऐसा लग रहा हो कि इसमें और इंटरेस्ट के साथ में कुछ और चाहिए तो बता देना, है ना। किसी को कोई भी डाउट होता है, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होती है तो किसी भी टाइम आप मुझको इंटरप्ट कर सकते हो। हेलो,
Yes, sir.
किसी भी टाइम तुम लोग मेरे से कभी भी पूछ सकते हो, है ना, कभी भी पूछ सकते हो, नो प्रॉब्लम। तो अभी भी कोई डाउट होता है किसी चीज को समझने में, वो भी आप कर सकते हो, ठीक है। यू मे लीव द क्लास।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. sir.